One of the biggest challenges for guitarists is playing over changes. Today, we're going to learn how to practice it. To practice, we're going to take the first 8 measures of the song Autumn Leaves in G minor. So the first chord is C minor 7. Here it is. It goes to F7, B flat major, E flat major, A minor 7 flat 5, D7, G minor. Now, for people who don't understand harmony, they look at each one of these chords as a completely separate thing. What you need to do is understand either the Nashville number system or Roman numeral analysis, or some way to understand the relationship between the chords. This tells you what to play over what after a while. But when you're first putting it together, you're just not gonna know. So you need a teacher to tell you which mode, which scale goes on each chord. Before we get into the whole what to play over what story, let's break down the concept of what we're trying to learn and how we're trying to learn it. What I want to focus on today is playing on one string and seeing it clearly, seeing the changes happen. So the first sound we're talking about is that C minor sound. That's the B flat major scale against the C root. That's called C Dorian. This is my root note, but this is the sound on top. Now the next sound is F half whole diminished on the F. If I look at an F, the next sound is B flat Ionian. That's the B flat major scale against the B flat root. Just like the first scale we played, same locations but different bass note. The next sound is E flat Lydian. That's just the B flat major scale against an E flat root. So it sounds like this. Next sound is A Locrian. Same scale against an A root. Then we have D Mixolydian flat 2 flat 6. That's like a G harmonic minor scale against a D root. And finally, on the G minor, even though the harmony technically calls for Aeolian, we're going to play melodic minor. We can do that in jazz. So out of the 7 chords in the tune, 4 of them share a parent scale and 3 of them don't. The first exercise you want to get under your fingers is voice leading through the changes, changing scales, playing quarter notes. So 4 notes on each chord, except for the last one where you're going to have 8 notes on the G minor because it's 2 measures long. So C Dorian, F half whole diminished, B flat Ionian, E flat Lydian, A Locrian, D Mixolydian flat 2 flat 6, G melodic minor. Now you can do it starting at any point, and the more you do it, the more options for voice leading you're going to cover doing it. Next level is to do that 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this isn't about learning licks, it's about seeing those changes in time. So if going up and down an entire string seems totally overwhelming, choose 4 notes, a tetrachord, and stay in location and just see it against the moving bass notes. So here are the first 4 notes against that C root. Against that F root, if I change scale, I have the. Against the B flat, it's back to what I had in the beginning. And against the E flat, same notes. Against the A, the same notes. Now I have to change for that D Mixolydian flat 2 flat 6. And it's the same 4 for that G melodic minor. Okay, so obviously in a 7-note scale, you're going to have 7 tetrachords. For instance, Dorian, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Diminished, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, for diminished, because it's an 8-note scale. So you're going to have it in 8 locations. Now, it's sort of your job to see how it's changing from one chord to the other in time and just make these micro adjustments to the mode. But seeing it like that will let you have this pianistic understanding of the changes rather than a guitaristic understanding of them, which has to do more with these grips, shapes, patterns. You get to see it with this up-down simplicity. If you join our Patreon, we'll show you how to do this across other strings and then in position. But for now, let's jump into adding rhythm to the equation. Jazz guitarists are notorious for playing boring-ass rhythms. You don't want to be that kind of guy. The problem is that if you practice your flow and practice too many 8th notes or straight 16th notes or triplets, you end up playing that on the bandstand. And you don't want your solo to sound like ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da. It's a guiding principle. You want to tell yourself this: if it doesn't work stripped down of all the notes on a snare drum as a purely rhythmic solo, it's not going to work as a guitar solo. Meaning, if I'm playing on a swing groove, right, the autumn leaves, bum 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 bum, I can't go da 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 da. That's an insane way of playing drums to this beat. Everybody's gonna think you're a fucking idiot, right? Don't do that. So what can you do? Well, start with 2-bar rhythms, simple ones that you can pair it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, ba da, ba dee, ba do, ba. Ba, ba da, ba dee, ba do, ba. Repeat after me. Da, ba da, ba dee, ba do, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba, dee, ba, do, ba. Off the top of my head, let's see. Ba, 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 dee, do. A dee, do. So if I'm playing a 2-measure rhythm through changes, I'm going to have to make that compensation into the second mode of every 2-measure phrase. Now, some of these change and some don't. So here are the first 2 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I do there? Dorian, change into half-whole diminished. Now here's the second set of chords. There's no change between them because they share a scale. They're both B-flat major. Now, A Locrian to D Mixolydian flat 2 flat 6, there's a change between that B flat major scale and a G harmonic minor. And then the last set of 2 measures, that G minor, is just G melodic minor for the whole time. Okay, now improvise that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this kind of practice makes you see specific harmonic choices in a crystal clear way up and down a string. First of all, without rhythm, you're eliminating that challenge. And then you reintroduce that challenge and you try to be able to carry that through these different harmonic systems. At that point, you're really carrying ideas through changes as opposed to just carrying notes through changes. Ideas in jazz are rhythm. rhythmic. And once you have a rhythmic idea in your mind, you want to have the clarity to be able to compensate with the notes, to fit the chords, to fit the tensions, to fit the modes in time. Remember, it's about catch and release fishing. You're not trying to memorize a lick, you're just trying to see it in time and catch the ideas. I have all of this transcribed for you on our Patreon, as well as a series about this topic which goes farther in depth into other strings and how to play this stuff in position. I hope this was interesting. Sign up for our YouTube, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.